Hi friends, so today for math you've been assigned pages 12 through 15 in your Module 2 multiplication packet. So some of these pages are going to be a little bit confusing just because we haven't talked about area models yet. So looking at page 12, it looks just like this. They're showing you an area model. So what they're doing is they're taking a 2-digit times 2-digit multiplication problem and they're breaking it into smaller parts. So if you look at the biggest rectangle, if you count the squares going down and across, it's going to be 10 and 10. Now, if you look over to the next largest rectangle, that's going to be 5 and 10. Now, if you look at the third largest rectangle, that's going to be 3 times 10 across. And the smallest rectangle will be 3 and 5. So, what is the multiplication equation represented by this rectangle? So let's look for a second. We've got 10 here, 10 going down, and we've got 5 here, okay? So we've got 10 and 3. 10 plus 3 is 13. And then we also have 10 and 5, which is 15. So the multiplication equation represented by this rectangle should be 15, because you have, and I'll switch colors here, 10 and 5, which is 15. And on the other direction going down, I'll switch colors again, is 10 and 3. So your multiplication problem should be 15 times 13. So now we're going to go ahead and solve for each of the rectangles. For rectangle A, that's the largest rectangle. And again, if you look at the array, if you look at the area, it's 10 and 10. So 10 times 10, okay, and I want you to solve that. I'm not going to solve it for you. B, you're going to have 10 going down times 5, because that's this rectangle right here. And C, let me color that in right here, is our 3 times 10, 10 times 3. And then D, that's our smallest rectangle. I'll do this yellow. That is going to be our 3 times 5. Now, once you've done every single equation, so you should have an answer for each of these, we're going to add them all up. And the sum of the areas is the answer to this equation above, 15 times 13. So we're going to go to the next page, which is fairly similar. And you have another area problem. We have another area model. So again, they're calling this the box method. They're just breaking apart the equation into smaller, easier pieces. So again, they're using the example from the previous page, which was 15 times 13. And we're going to compare the area model on the left to the box on the right. How are they related? Well, we've got 10 times 10 here. And they've actually got the answer here. And now we've got 10 times 3 is going to be 30. And then we've got, I'll do another color here, 10 times 5, which is 50. And then for our smallest square, 3 times 5, which is 15. Again, you've got all of the sums here with a total of 195. Now it's asking you in this smaller rectangle down here to compare the area model on the left to the box on the right. How are they related? So I'm not going to answer that for you. That's your job. Here's another multiplication problem. Use the grid to draw an area model. Okay, so you've got now the problem of 14 times 16. So you're going to break apart your problem just like we did above on here. So you can do your 10 times 10 on your paper because we've got 10 here with the 14 and 10 here with the 16. So 1, 2, 3. So you're gonna make a 10 by 10 grid using this area model. And then you're going to do 6, so 10 and 6, and then 10 and 4 down here, and then 4 times 6 should be your smallest rectangle. So what you're gonna end up having is, just like the box method above, because they're asking you to do both, 10 and 10, and then answer here. And then we've got our smaller numbers, 4 and 6. And then you're going to end up with 4 different answers because you're really having 4 different equations. You're multiplying 10 and 6, you're multiplying 10 and 10, you're multiplying 10 and 4, and you're multiplying 4 and 6 to get the total sum. And then you're going to add them all together. All right, next page. They've got the example written right here. Again, they're using 13 times 15 as their model, as their example. You are going to do the sketches. And yes, I do want you to use the sketches. They're providing you with a model, so I want you to use it. So I want you to break this apart just like they did up here. So they've got their 10, I'll get rid of this. They've got their 10 and their 10. Okay, so you're gonna solve it. And then they've got their 5 and their 5. Okay. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna solve for each piece. So you've got 5 times 5. This is gonna be your smallest rectangle. And then you're going to do 10 times 5, which is gonna be down here. And then you're going to do, again, 10 times 5 over here, and then 10 times 10. So you're gonna end up with 4 sums that will equal 1 product here, okay? Hopefully this is making sense for you. I'll walk you through the next problem. Again, that top box should be 10 and 10. Here we see 3 dots, so that's 3. So 10 plus 3 is 13. Down here we have 7 dots, so that's 7. And you're just gonna follow through just like you've done with the other ones. And I'll do a different color down here. So 10 times 10 will be here. And then you're going to do 10 times 7, which will be here. And then you're going to do 10 times 3, which will be here. And then finally, you're timesing your 1s, 3, and 7 will be here. And then adding them up to get the total product. Last page is just more of the same. They're giving you those area models. So again, 10 and 10, because we've got a 10 in each number, 14 and 16. And it doesn't matter where you put your 4, where you put your 6. I'm just choosing to put my 6 here. And I'm choosing to put my 4 here. Okay. And then I'm just going to work through that. Again, 4 mini equations to get the total product here. 10 times 10, 10 times 6, 10 times 4, and 4 times 6. Okay. And what they're doing here, friends, is they're just doing the standard algorithm, but they're breaking it apart to show you what we're actually doing when we do the standard algorithm. When we do the standard algorithm, we're doing exactly what they're doing with the box method. We're doing 4 times 6. We're doing 10 times 6. We're doing 10 times 4. And we're doing 10 times 10. It's just compacted. It's just pushed down. Okay, I'm going to help you with this last one because now we're in 2 10s. So we're going to do This whole big guy here is 20 by 20. Okay. So 20 and 20. And then you're going to add down here your 4, over here your 7. And then have those mini equations down here, those mini answers to those mini equations, okay? So 20 times 20, okay, would be 400, because 10 times 10 is 100, so 20 times 20 would be 400, so 400, and then 20 times 4 would be 80, 20 times 7 would be 140, and then your ones, which are 4 and 7, would be 28, and then add all of those up. If you have any questions, please feel free to message me on Schoology today, and I can break it down even further for you if you are still struggling. Some of you might actually find that the standard algorithm is easier than this box method, but it is your job to learn both, because you need to know the mathematics behind the standard algorithm and not just talk in digits, but talk in values. All right, thank you very much, and good luck.